Peer tutoring. Peer. A peer means someone belonging to the same group. For example, if you are a 10th grader, other high school students are your peers. Peer comes from the Latin word par, which means equal. When you are on par with someone, you are their peer. The term peer does depict a level of friendship in society. We may refer to our friends as our peers. Peer tutoring. Peer tutoring is a teaching relationship between two or more students in a group where one of the students acts as a tutor for others. For example, when one student in 10th grade helps another student in the class to learn maths, we can say peer tutoring has taken place. Peer tutoring is a flexible, peer mediated strategy that involves students serving as academic tutors and tutees. Typically, a higher performing student is paired with a lower performing student to review critical academic or behavioral concepts. That is, one student who is proficient in a certain subject is tutoring another student who needs assistance in that subject. Peer tutoring actively engages students in learning and promotes mastery, accuracy, and fluency in content learning. Peer tutoring is an educational assistance extended by one member to other members of a peer group. According to Goodlad and Hurst, peer tutoring is a system of instruction in which learners help each other and learn by teaching. Duke defines peer tutoring as the process of having learners help each other on a one-to-one basis. As defined by Topping, peer tutoring is the acquisition of knowledge and skill through active helping and supporting among status equals or matched companions. Why choose peer tutoring? It is a widely researched practice across ages, grade levels, and subject areas. The intervention allows students to receive one-to-one assistance. Students have increased opportunities to respond in smaller groups. It promotes academic and social development for both the tutor and tutee. Student engagement and time on task increases. Peer tutoring increases self-confidence and self-efficiency. The strategy is supported by a strong research base. Types of peer tutoring. Depending upon the nature of the tutoring relationship, peer tutoring can be variously grouped, and the important types are the following. Incidental peer tutoring. When our children are cooperating, playing, or studying, and one guides the others, it may be stated that we have a kind of incidental peer tutoring. A student guides some of his group mates to learn something by the way they interact in or out of class. For example, incidental peer tutoring takes place when John gives some tips on improving batting performance to Ravi in the playground. Structured peer tutoring. Structured peer tutoring refers to peer tutoring implemented in specific cases and for specific subjects following a well-structured plan prepared by the teacher. Structured peer tutoring is spontaneously used by experienced teachers who are able to plan well in advance and are familiar on how to combine tutors and tutees appropriately in order to have good results. For example, when a trained peer tutor teaches algebra to his classmates as planned by their maths teacher, it is structured peer tutoring. Unidirectional peer tutoring. Unidirectional peer tutoring means that the trained peer tutor teaches the entire time and the child with a disability remains the student in the pair. This method is effective when working with children with more severe disabilities such as severe autism, intellectual disability, or visual impairment. The benefits of this option are that the tutor and students always know their roles and the peer tutor carries the responsibility throughout the entire program. For example, when Jisa takes up the role of peer tutor by assisting her blind classmate Asha throughout her year, it is unidirectional peer tutoring. Reciprocal or bidirectional peer tutoring. It takes place when the students in a peer team exchange their roles as tutor and tutee. A child with and a child without a disability form a pair. Both children take turns at being the tutor while the other serves as the student. The instructor can have these children switch their roles for each skill, class, week, or unit. The main benefit of this approach is that each child has an opportunity to be the teacher and experience leadership opportunities. Class wide peer tutoring. Class wide peer tutoring involves breaking the entire class into pairs. Each child participates in reciprocal peer tutoring by providing prompts, error correction, and help to their partner. Class-wide peer tutoring is unique because all children are given task cards to keep them confused on the objectives of the lesson. The tutor takes the task cards and fills in the skills that are mastered by the student. This method is most effective with children with mild disabilities. The main benefit of this approach is that the entire class is involved in the tutoring activity, so no children are signed out because of disability. Cross age peer tutoring. Cross age peer tutoring occurs when an older child is chosen to tutor a younger child. This method works best when peer tutor is interested in working with children with disabilities. A cross-aged peer tutor is more effective than a same-aged peer tutor. Steps in a class-wide peer tutoring. Setting goals. In this step, we lay down the specific curriculum goals and objectives that the teacher wishes to achieve. Defining evaluation criteria. In this step, criteria for formative and summative evaluation of achievement of objectives are defined. Selecting and structuring the content. Here we select the subject area and instructional materials for tutoring sessions. We organize the content logically so that it will enable tutees to learn better and tutors to cope more successfully. Scheduling of tutoring. Here we make a schedule for selecting the peer teams, setting up classroom tutoring environment, and establishing a tutoring plan of roles for students to follow. Tutor training. In this step, we train students in the roles of tutor and tutee. It includes specific procedures for reinforcing correct responses, error correction procedures, and scorekeeping. We demonstrate appropriate behaviors for tutor and tutee. Classroom arrangement. In this step, we set up a learning area for each peer team, arrange necessary furniture, books and study materials, computers, bulletin boards, etc. Student practice. In this step, we provide sample scripts for student practice of roles. We divide the class into practice pairs and teams. Let pairs practice roles of tutor. Teacher circulates, observes the teams in action, provides feedback and reinforcement. Remediation. In this step, we conduct further discussion regarding constructive and non constructive peer behavior. We answer questions and problem solve as needed. Role exchange. In this step, pairs switch roles and practice new roles as teacher circulates and provides feedback and reinforcement. Logistic support. Here we keep the scheme as simple as possible by optimizing time, space, and resources. We ensure efficient planning and coordination, minimum conflict and overlapping, apt selection and training of tutors, and proper documentation. Merits of peer tutoring. Peer tutoring allows for active learning and pupil enjoyment. It will inculcate a sense of responsibility in students. It reduces misbehavior in class. It improves people's self confidence and self esteem. It provides opportunities for leadership and social responsibility and promotes interpersonal relationships. It improves classroom motivation through active participation and the reward system. It promotes the development of higher level of thinking skills. Peer tutoring leads to better learning, better performance in exams, and students demonstrate higher level of cognitive reasoning. It provides more positive learning environment where the student get more frequent chances to respond, get instantaneous feedback, get encouraged, and get more fun with his colleagues. It provides procedures for individualizing instruction and strategies to accommodate diverse learning groups. Students demonstrate higher level of cognitive reasoning. Demerits. The lack of time reduces the systematic peer training and ongoing evaluation and monitoring. Peer tutoring permits lesser content coverage compared to teacher-led instruction. Peer tutoring requires more organizational time, consumes more resources, and warrants more effort from the part of the teacher. Success of peer tutoring depends largely upon tutor preparation. Selection and training of tutors need good knowledge of the students, which is often difficult. Peer tutoring may provide students a chance for cheating. The tutees, often labeled as less capable than tutors, tend to resist being tutored by the age mates. Scheduling is a challenge with cross-age tutoring because it requires coordinating the schedules of two sets of students.